Most people don't ruin their lives with one decision. They do it one default at a time. One skipped morning, one avoided conversation, one night wasted on a screen. Nothing looks fatal while it's happening. That's how the damage compounds. I'm Matt. This is how it works. Picture this. Alarm goes off. You feel that weight in your chest. You don't think, what life do I want? You think, how do I make this feeling stop? So you hit snooze. Scroll for just 10 minutes. Now you're late. You rush. You skip the one thing that would move your life forward. Workout. Deep work. Learning. You tell yourself you'll do it tonight. You won't. Not because you're weak, because your nervous system just logged a lesson. When things feel heavy, we escape, not engage. That's default 1, avoidance over activation. And if you repeat it, your body starts to run that default before you even notice there was a choice. Second scene. You see a message you don't want to answer, a number you don't want to call, a conflict you don't want to touch. You leave it. You tell yourself you'll respond when you have energy. You feel a tiny hit of relief. Your nervous system learns again. Relief comes from backing away, not from resolving. That's default 2, short-term relief over long-term clarity. Third scene. You come home drained. Lights off. Fridge door open. Laptop glow in a dark room. You know there's something you said you'd build. Business, skill, career move. You push it one more day. You let the screen carry you to midnight. That's default 3, numbness over creation. None of these moments feel catastrophic. They feel neutral, common. But stack them on a timeline. Default 1, skip the morning. Default 2, dodge the friction. Default 3, anesthetize the night. Run that loop for 6 months, a year, 5 years. You don't just lose time. You train your whole nervous system to believe anything that matters is dangerous. Anything that numbs is safe. Now, avoiding friction isn't a habit. It's your operating system. That's the real damage. Not the missed workout. Not the unanswered text. Not the wasted Thursday. It's that your body quietly hardwires a lifestyle where escaping risk feels safer than facing what matters. At a certain point, you don't choose anymore. The choice is made before you're even conscious. Your hand opens the app. Your eyes avoid the email. Your mouth says later before your brain checks the cost. And this is why people wake up at 35, 45, surrounded by things they never explicitly chose. You don't pick this life. They defaulted into it. So the question isn't, how do I get motivated? The question is, how do I retrain a nervous system that thinks avoidance is survival? You don't fix that with a quote. You fix it with architecture. Here's the mechanism. Your nervous system obeys repetition and relief. What you repeat becomes automatic. Where you find relief becomes safe. Right now, avoidance gives you both. You do it often, and it reduces discomfort. To reverse it, you need 3 switches. First, change where relief lives. You make tiny friction-faced the new relief. Micro rule. When you feel that urge to escape, scroll, delay, distract, you do something that moves you 1 inch toward the thing you're avoiding. Not the whole task. 1 uncomfortable rep. Send the 2-line reply. Open the document and name the file. Do 5 push-ups, not a full workout. Then you stop. You let yourself feel that tiny wave of, I handled that. You're rewiring. Relief comes after engagement, not escape. Second, install a non-negotiable sequence at the start of your day. Not a fantasy routine. A minimal system your nervous system can't argue with. Example: wake, water, 5 minutes of movement, 5 minutes of high-friction work. No phone until that sequence is done. This isn't about productivity. It's about proving to your body, first thing, we move toward what matters, even when we're not in the mood. Third, build a shutdown ritual that closes the loop without sedation. Most people end the day by dissolving into a screen. That trains your brain. Being off means being numb. Replace it with this: 10-minute review. What did I avoid? What did I face? What's the one friction point I'll touch tomorrow before anything else? Then a low-stimulus activity. Walk, stretch, read a few pages. Boring on purpose, so your nervous system learns. Rest isn't escape, it's stability after engagement. Morning sequence, micro-friction reps, shutdown ritual. That is your reset system. Not perfect days, just repeated days where the default moves one notch from avoidance toward action. Run that for 30 days, and the same mechanism that ruined your trajectory starts rebuilding it, compounding in the other direction. The system is in this video. The protocol is how you run it for 30 days. Link in the description. That's it. See you in the next one.